My name is Alba, and I'm from Providence, Rhode Island, but specifically I'm from right here in the south side of Providence, Rhode Island, which is also the home of CityArts. Well, I first had heard of CityArts as a middle schooler at Roger Williams Middle School, which isn't too far from this building here. And it was around 2000 or 2001, and I had heard about, a comics class that was going on here, and I signed up. It was me and my best friend JR, and we showed up, and I think it was my first experience with really any after-school program, but I'm glad that it was with such a great after-school program.
Hello, my name is Bridget Nee, and I'm from Cranston, Rhode Island. I found out about CityArts through Sister Anne, who was the nun at the church I grew up going to, and encouraged me to join the first class that was in this building in 1993.
Hello, my name is James Fatoma. I am from Providence, Rhode Island. One of my friends was a part of CityArts, and one day he told me to come with him, and I came, and I ended up signing up and becoming part of the classes here. I think it was a graffiti class at the time.
My name is Ruth, and I'm from Providence. I became involved in CityArts 3 years ago, and I just fell in love with it.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Morillon. I started coming to CityArts when I was 13. When I first came here, I felt really nervous, like walking here because I walked from school. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to meet a bunch of new people, and I don't know what it's like, I don't know anybody. But as soon as I walked in, all the staff and students were really welcoming. They just welcomed me with open arms.
One of the things that I remember the best about when I first started coming here was everyone, the students and the teachers and the staff, are all very high energy and very interested in what they're doing. So I think that was part of the reason why I liked it so much.
It was cool meeting other kids from other schools, especially around the same age group. But speaking of ages, it was also interesting because the class was mixed, which was also good. So it wasn't just us in grade 7, so grade 6, grade 8, so some younger kids, some older kids, so varied interests, but it all worked really well. I don't think anybody disliked anyone. Everybody was really supportive of other people's artwork. I think there were a lot of trades happening, oh man, can I have that drawing? Yeah, sure, I really like this other thing you did. So it was really a sense of community.
I'm a teacher's assistant here now, and I have been for 2 years, and I love it. It's so much fun. My favorite part about teaching is watching the kids learn something new. These kids aren't here because it's part of their school day. They're not here because they have to be here. And so when they get to learn something that they're interested in a class that they wanted to take, that's the coolest part.
I absolutely think that, coming to CityArts here as a young person definitely influenced what it is that I do now as an adult. I'm currently a resident artist mentor, and I see myself as a youth worker, but specifically someone who works with youth in the arts.
So I work at Year Up Providence, and I'm a business communications instructor. I've been there for a little over 2 years, and my job is to prepare urban young adults for the professional world. I think CityArts had a role in what I do today because it was part of my experience with growing up around people who are passionate about what they do, and that they feel an obligation to give back to their community with whatever talents that they have.
I've definitely been influenced here a lot from, just my creative state. I still do cartoons, and, I try to incorporate my art and my music. The same mind state I had as a kid is the same mind state I have now. I learned a lot here. Before I volunteered, I was a camp counselor here in the summer. When I was in high school, I was a counselor here. So, and I had a mentor here too. Her name was Aleda. This was actually my internship. I was a counselor here, and I came back to volunteer. So,
CityArts affected my choices because, I got to see how different people look at the same thing, and how you can have a class full of people working on the same kind of project but how for each person it comes out completely differently.
It helped me broaden my horizon like greatly. I was always so to myself and not really like into like meeting new people, but now I'm totally in love with like meeting new people because you get to learn more things and hear new stories. City Arts really helped me to like better myself as a person, and they helped me a lot, like not to try to better myself for other people, like do it for myself.
I could have probably been doing a lot of my friends, you know, they went different paths, you know. Some of them were in the street, some of them, you know, are doing good in school and, you know, doing, you know, good in life. And I feel my path is really good because I had, you know, programs like City Arts to help me, you know, stay in a straight path. If it wasn't for, you know, these programs, I wouldn't be doing, you know, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing now. You know, I value the creativity that is still in me because of this program. Working with others, you know, I learned how to become a teacher here, basically.
City Arts is awesome, and you make a bunch of new friends, and it's so positive. And for a lot of these kids, City Arts is like the light in their dark lives. So if it wasn't free, I feel like a lot of kids wouldn't have that, you know?
I want City Art students and the youth in Providence to know that they have more potential than they think they do, and to never limit themselves, and that they always have choices. And no matter how big their dreams are, they can make them happen with hard work and meeting the right people and making the right choices, and that there are no limits on their success.
Go after your dreams and don't waste time, you know. Go after whatever it is that you love doing, you know, and just keep that fire burning.
You know, I think something that I'd like the youth who come through this space, or in Providence at large, to really take away from their experiences as young people or as young artists in this community is to not be afraid to take those risks. You know, to fight some of the cultural norms that I think might be expected of them.